What if I told you that every scroll, every swipe, and every click is quietly leading you down a path you never meant to take? A path where your mind unravels, your body weakens, and your soul fades into disconnection. A silent thief has crept into your life, and while it looks harmless, even helpful, it's consuming far more than you realize. Welcome to the hidden tragedy of overindulgence in technology. We were promised a digital utopia. Devices would make life easier, connecting us to the world like never before. With a simple tap, we could work faster, learn more, and share every moment. But beneath the glittering surface of endless convenience lies a truth most of us refuse to face. We are prisoners to our screens, trading real life for virtual comfort, one unconscious moment at a time. Picture this. The average person now spends over 7 hours a day staring at screens, nearly half a lifetime spent in glowing isolation. We wake up to alarms on our phones, only to fall asleep scrolling through strangers' lives. Meals are devoured with one hand, while the other refreshes feeds. Conversations are interrupted by notifications, and families sit together in silence, each lost in their own digital world. But here's the question no one asks. What is this doing to us? The answer is more chilling than you think. Overindulgence in technology is not just a habit. It's an addiction, a rewiring of the brain that shortens our attention spans, disrupts our mental health, and keeps us hooked on dopamine hits disguised as entertainment. It's stealing time, energy, and focus, leaving behind a generation that feels emptier than ever before. And it doesn't stop there. Technology isn't just reshaping how we think, it's silently wrecking our bodies. Hours of sedentary scrolling and blue light exposure strain our health while disrupting the most vital process of all, sleep. But the most dangerous effect of all is something deeper, a disconnection from reality itself. If you think this doesn't apply to you, think again. This is not just your story. This is our story. Together, we'll uncover the hidden costs of our technology addiction and explore a truth that may change how you live before it's too late. Because the real question is, are you using technology or is it using you? Let's find out. It began innocently, didn't it? Technology slipped into our lives with quiet promises, faster communication, smarter solutions, endless access to the world's knowledge, and moments of entertainment at our fingertips. From the first clunky home computers to sleek smartphones we now carry everywhere, the screen has become our window to the world. But this window is far more deceptive than it seems. In 2007, when the first iPhone was unveiled, no one realized how profoundly this tiny glowing rectangle would change humanity. We didn't see it as a portal into addiction, distraction, and isolation. We saw it as progress. The buzzword was connection. Social media networks emerged, offering platforms to share, to meet, to relate. Apps promised productivity, games promised fun, and endless feeds promised a way to pass the time. At first, it felt harmless. But here's the truth. Technology is not neutral. It's designed to pull you in and keep you hooked. Every app, every platform, and every notification is engineered to capture your attention for as long as possible. Social media giants, for instance, perfected the art of the dopamine loop. Each like, comment, and share triggers a small surge of dopamine in the brain, the same chemical released during addiction to substances like drugs or alcohol. The brain craves more, pulling you back into the endless cycle of scrolling. Suddenly, what began as 5 minutes on your phone turns into an hour or more. And while you're scrolling, you're not really living. You're not creating, engaging, or experiencing anything real. But it doesn't stop at just your time. The human brain, remarkable as it is, has not evolved to keep pace with the digital world. Our brains were shaped over thousands of years to focus on survival, hunting, solving real-world problems, and forming deep social bonds with those around us. Now, we've traded that for an endless stream of information, distractions, and artificially curated experiences, and it's doing something to us. Did you know the average human attention span has dropped to just 8 seconds, shorter than that of a goldfish? Technology overload is the culprit. Constant notifications, short-form content like TikToks or Instagram Reels, and endless feeds keep our minds in a state of overstimulation. Every time you swipe, your brain jumps from one thought to another without ever truly resting. Think about it. When was the last time you read a full article without checking your phone? Or watched a movie without glancing at notifications? The more we indulge in this fractured attention, the harder it becomes to focus on deep, meaningful work, or even enjoy life's simplest moments. This is not by accident. Platforms reward brief interactions because they maximize the number of ads you see. You become the product, and your attention is the price. As our time online increases, so do levels of stress, anxiety, and depression. Social media creates a highlight reel of other people's lives, the perfectly curated vacation photos, milestones, and achievements. Yet you're comparing these polished moments to your unfiltered reality. It's no wonder the more time people spend on social media, the unhappier they report feeling. Studies show direct correlations between heavy social media use and mental health decline, especially in younger generations. Teens who spend hours each day comparing their lives to others are experiencing skyrocketing rates of depression. Why? Because it feels like you're always falling behind. Overindulgence in technology isn't just a mental burden, it's a physical one. Our bodies are built to move. Yet most of us spend hours each day glued to chairs, phones in hand, eyes locked on screens. The average person spends over 7 hours a day looking at screens. That's over 50 hours a week. Think about it. That's more than a full-time job spent sitting, scrolling, and clicking. The impact? A sedentary lifestyle increases the risk of obesity, heart disease, type 2, diabetes, back and neck pain, and the damage isn't just long-term. Slouching over a screen strains your posture, compresses nerves, and causes chronic tension, something now referred to as tech neck. The physical toll is subtle but insidious. Sleep, one of the most vital components of a healthy body, is being stolen by technology. The blue light emitted by screens tricks your brain into thinking it's daytime, suppressing melatonin production, the hormone responsible for sleep. That one last video before bed is actively robbing you of the deep restorative sleep you need. The result? Chronic fatigue, poor cognitive performance, increased irritability, long-term health risks like memory decline. It's not just about losing sleep, it's about losing the life energy that comes from true rest. Staring at screens for hours on end causes digital eye strain, blurred vision, headaches, and dry eyes. This condition, once rare, has become a global issue in our screen-centric society. Yet most people don't even notice until the damage is done. The greatest tragedy of all is not physical or even mental, it's spiritual. Technology promised to bring us closer together. Ironically, it has driven us further apart. Families sit together at dinner, but instead of conversation, faces are buried in screens. Friends hang out, but instead of being present, they scroll through their phones, eyes glazed over. We've lost the ability to be present, to truly see each other, listen, and connect. Conversations are interrupted by notifications, and moments are filtered through lenses instead of being lived. How many times have you missed a sunset, a smile, or a laugh because you were too busy trying to capture it for Instagram? The real world is complicated, unpredictable, and messy. Technology offers an escape, endless entertainment, curated feeds, and algorithm-driven content allow us to avoid life's challenges. But the more we escape, the more disconnected we become from ourselves. There's a reason you feel drained after hours of mindless scrolling. Technology numbs you. It distracts you from your thoughts, your emotions, and the deeper purpose of your existence. Here's the irony. We think we're in control of our devices, but it's the devices that control us. Algorithms track our every move, what we like, share, watch, and serve us content that keeps us engaged. This attention economy profits off your time, your focus, and ultimately your life. The more time you spend scrolling, the less time you have to live. Imagine this. You're lying on your deathbed, reflecting on your life. Will you remember the videos you watched, the feeds you scrolled, or will you wish you had spent more time truly living, being present with those you love, pursuing passions, and experiencing the real world? Here's the frightening truth. Technology has turned into an addiction as powerful as drugs or alcohol, but it's far more accepted. Every notification, like, and new video triggers a dopamine hit, the same chemical response linked to addiction. The brain starts craving these quick bursts of pleasure, and before long, you're reaching for your phone without even realizing it. Think about it. How many times do you check your phone each day? In meetings, while waiting in line, first thing in the morning? This compulsion isn't accidental. Apps are designed to exploit your psychology, keeping you hooked for as long as possible. The clearest sign of addiction is withdrawal. What happens when you can't access your phone? You feel restless, anxious, almost panicked. That's because technology has become your crutch. Without it, you don't know how to fill the silence. And silence is where life happens. The worst part of overindulgence in technology is that it steals your most precious resource, time. Time spent scrolling could be time spent building relationships, growing as a person, or chasing dreams. Instead, we trade those opportunities for distractions that leave us emptier than before. And while you think it's just a few minutes, it adds up. Over a lifetime, the average person will spend 11 years staring at screens. That's 11 years of memories, relationships, and opportunities lost to a glowing rectangle. This is where we are. This is where technology has taken us, into a world where we are overstimulated, disconnected, and, most tragically, unaware of the toll it's taking. But there's still a way out. So, here we are, standing face to face with the consequences of our addiction to technology. You've seen how your brain is being rewired, how your body is silently breaking down, and how your soul, the deepest part of you, is slipping into a fog of disconnection. But the most dangerous part, most of us don't even realize it's happening. Technology has become so embedded in our lives that we call it normal. Yet, look around. How many people do you see staring at their phones, their faces illuminated by a cold blue glow? How many conversations are interrupted, moments stolen, and relationships neglected because of a simple swipe? This is the modern tragedy. A world more connected than ever, yet lonelier, more anxious, and more distracted than it's ever been. But here's the twist. The story isn't over yet. This is not the end, it's a wake-up call. Because unlike most addictions, this is one you can still break. And when you do, you'll rediscover something priceless: your life, your focus, your purpose. The first step to breaking free is recognizing one simple truth. Technology is a tool, not a master. It's time to take back control. Set boundaries. Take back your attention. Start small. Set specific tech-free times in your day, during meals, before bed, or in the morning. Leave your phone in another room when you sleep. Break the habit of waking up and immediately reaching for a screen. Imagine starting your morning with quiet reflection instead of scrolling through someone else's life. Imagine reclaiming your evenings to connect with loved ones instead of watching meaningless videos. These moments are where real life happens. Don't let them slip away. Embrace digital detoxing. Challenge yourself to take regular breaks from technology, a few hours a day or even a weekend. Go outside, read a book, be fully present in the world around you. You'll notice something incredible happens. Your mind starts to feel clearer. The anxiety of constant notifications disappears. You realize that the world is far more vibrant, far more real than anything you'll find behind a screen. Focus on what matters. Remember this: the time you spend scrolling is time you can't get back. Every second wasted is a second that could have been spent building a dream, deepening a relationship, or living a moment you'll never forget. Think about what matters most to you: your health, your goals, your family. Are you giving them the time and energy they deserve? Or are you handing those precious hours to a screen that gives nothing back? The more you focus on what truly matters, the less power technology has over you. When was the last time you truly felt alive? Felt the warmth of the sun on your face? Noticed the details in a loved one's smile, or got lost in the sound of laughter? These are the moments that make life meaningful. And here's the truth: technology has been pulling you away from them. We've forgotten how to just be. To sit with silence, to enjoy a moment without documenting it, to experience life as it unfolds, unfiltered, uncurated, and beautifully imperfect. But the best part? You can reclaim it right now. Put your phone down, breathe, look around, notice the world that exists beyond the screen. This is life. This is your life, and it's waiting for you to show up. Imagine this for a moment. You wake up in the morning feeling clear and energized, not groggy from endless scrolling the night before. Instead of reaching for your phone, you enjoy the quiet of a new day. You move through life with focus, working deeply, pursuing passions, and having conversations that fill your soul. When you're with family or friends, you're really there. You're not distracted, you're not half listening, you're present, soaking in every laugh, every word, and every moment. At night, you fall asleep peacefully. No blue light, no overstimulated mind. Just rest, deep, restorative rest that leaves you feeling alive the next morning. Doesn't that sound better? This is not a dream. This can be your reality. Because life, the real, beautiful, unpredictable life you're meant to live, exists outside the screen. So now you have a choice. You can continue down this path, losing time, focus, and meaning to a device that only takes from you. Or you can decide right now that your life is worth more than that. This isn't about giving up technology. It's about using it intentionally. It's about making space for what matters most: the people you love, the dreams you want to achieve, and the moments you'll never get back. Remember this: you are not powerless. You don't have to be a slave to the screen. You can take back control of your time, your mind, and your life. Years from now, when you look back on your life, what will you remember? Will it be the endless hours spent scrolling through meaningless content? Or will it be the laughter, the adventures, and the memories that made your life worth living? This is your wake-up call. Your time is now. Don't let it slip away. If this message resonates with you, it's time to act. Here's your challenge. Put your phone down for just 1 hour today. Spend that time fully present, whether it's talking with someone you love, going for a walk, or just sitting with your thoughts. And when you're ready, share this video with someone you care about. Because the truth is, we're all in this together. The more we talk about it, the more we wake up to the lives we're meant to live. If you want to learn more about breaking free and reclaiming your focus, subscribe to this channel. We'll be exploring the tools, habits, and mindsets you need to escape the digital trap and live a life of purpose. Because life is happening right now, and it's too precious to miss. Thank you for watching, and remember, the power to take back your life is in your hands. Choose it. Live it.